so before we end this session today, it's kind of a bittersweet type of email for me to pull up and read, but I think it is important. I think it's important in order to sadly highlight a lot of what's out there, but also give you hope and give you, if you're out there training, if you're a student pilot, if you're doing your instrument, if you're doing your commercial, whatever it might be, I hope this email will, just hearing it and knowing that you're not the only one out there who has struggles and is continuing to push through, hopefully this email will serve you in a way, in whatever way that it can possibly serve you best. So here we go. This email, I literally, take a little coffee. This email I literally got this morning from someone I've never communicated with or met before. Apparently they watch the videos on the channel. And it goes like this. I will keep the last name out of this, but I will say the first name. So the one who wrote this email knows exactly who they are. And I want to let you know how much I appreciate this email. And if anyone out there is experiencing similar things or whatever it might be, please email me. I read through most emails and I try and respond to as many as I possibly can. I can't control how many emails come in, and there's a lot of emails that come in. Every once in a while, one will stick out to me, and we'll discuss it over here. But email me, because the chances are higher than lower that I'll read your email. So please reach out and email me and share with me your experience. Here we go. This email is from Trevor. And I will leave out the airport that they train out of, just because, again, I want to stay away from anyone potentially knowing anything as far as who these people are. But it goes like this. This one's from Trevor. And the email is titled, "Thank You Is All." Yol, I'm currently training out of, I'll leave the name out, and hit a wall when it came to instrument flying. My instructor got a jet job in the middle and is still helping out, but his patience is minimal and gets mad if I do something wrong or answer something incorrectly. So that's not all with the email, but if you're watching this right now and you could relate to this in any way, I just want you to know you're not, I know this doesn't change or fix things, but you're not the only one out there who is experiencing frustration with your instructor, with your school, with the process, with yourself. As much as I talk about often to be kinder to yourself, you're not the only one out there experiencing frustration. And again, it doesn't fix anything, but I think if we could all understand and come to terms with the fact that we're far from the only ones feeling what we're feeling, I think there's a little bit of comfort in that. So, minimal and gets mad if I do or answer something incorrectly. He really just sits there and is on his phone during our debriefs. However, your video motivated me, and I don't know what video, Trevor, you're talking about. I'm assuming it has to be one of the videos on the channel. I'm just not sure which, but I don't think he specifies here what video it is. But your video, however, your video motivated me to get this rating done as soon as possible and move on with another instructor. Check ride is scheduled and 90% on written. Trevor, way to go, bud. Amazing. Really, really good stuff. Good stuff. I know this is not easy. Let me tell you something. Every single CFI out there has been a student pilot at some point, has gotten their instrument rating. And so, not easy at times. And for some, it's more difficult than others. And so good on you, Trevor. Really good stuff. It's been demoralizing and draining. I wanted to quit, but I'm not. Thank you, Trevor, and I'll leave out the last name. So before we ended today's, I don't want to call it show, but before we end today's discussion, I figured I'd leave off with that. for a few reasons. Like I said before, the first reason is there's something about human nature where when we learn that we're not the only ones feeling what we're feeling, we're not the only ones going through something that we might think we're the only ones going through, there's a little bit of comfort in that. And what I want to challenge you watching this is to do what Trevor decided to do, to make it happen no matter what, to make it happen despite or in spite. I need to look up what the proper wording there is for what I'm trying to convey. But to make it happen no matter what circumstances or challenges came up. And he had a pretty, or still does, unless he switched an instructor, a pretty big challenge. I mean, an instructor who gets mad at you when you answer the wrong question. Oh, what type of learning environment is that? That's just awful. But if you're going through what you're going through, I want you to keep Trevor in mind, okay? I know many people out there, when they go through stuff, they keep things they heard me say in mind, which is great. But keep Trevor in mind. Keep in mind what this guy has done and is doing in order to make his instrument rating happen. And the reason I think it's so important for me to share this is so you know and you remember, because maybe you know but you forget, that every single pilot out there has their challenges. There's not one pilot on the planet whose journey has been smooth A to Z. There's not such thing, okay? Every single journey of a pilot, from 0 to whatever certificate or rating you get, could get choppy and bumpy and interesting, and there's plateaus, and there's better times, and there's worse times, and it's all about keep on keeping on. It's all about moving forward. It's all about moving forward. So next time you feel a little like Trevor does or has, it sounds like he's doing a lot better, I want you to remember Trevor's email, and I want you to remember that every single person goes through stuff in this journey. And if your instructor's not good, please switch instructors. But keep moving on. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Just keep on keeping on. And eventually you'll reach a point where you'll look back at this time in your life and you will realize that you've done a tremendous amount of growing and learning about life as a whole beyond airplanes. Even though coming into this, you never thought for a second that this industry will teach you things beyond airplanes. It's a very amazing thing how that works. So if you just pay attention, you'll realize there's a lot of tremendous life lessons, and it's a tremendous opportunity to just grow as a person. I know I'm sounding a little, philosophical, but this is true. If you choose to take this opportunity as a growing period in your life, you will grow tremendously, and I could sign on that. I've seen it, and I see it every single time someone enters this flight training world. So, Trevor, thank you for your email. Meant a lot to me. I hope it means as much to you watching this video. And Trevor, keep on doing what you're doing, and I would love to hear back from you once the check ride is behind you. All right, you guys, that's all we have for today, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.